Hey y'all, so I'm sure you know I did not get everything finished this week because life, I forgot all about all kinds of appointments I had this week, including appointments to meet the teacher, appointments to go to the doctor, and needless to say, I almost got done. I was so close. So the first thing I was gonna get done was the December. Well, it's not the December bow. It's another bow by somebody else. It's kind of like the December bow by Petite Knit. And I don't like it. I mean, I don't know if it's because of the type of yarn I use, if maybe my folding skills ain't great. Either way, I just tied it onto a rubber band. My little girl's not going to care. That's what I did. Honestly, I don't even think I'm going to keep it. I'm probably going to frog it because my little girl has a baby doll that needs some clothes and she wants me to make her a little sweater. And I still have all this left. So I'm thinking I'm going to frog this and make it into like a little raglan style sweater for her baby. It's a good idea, actually. So I'm probably actually going to do that. Now, I did finish my little girl's dress. This was the dress by the Mohole. I cannot recall the name of the pattern. But it's this little simple crochet dress. It's got a little ruffle on the bottom. On the back, it's got buttons, which I found out I absolutely hate buttons. But then it also has buttons on the inside, on the back, to where you can adjust the dress to where you need it. This is it. I believe it's the Annalise dress, or let me see if the pattern's right here. I think it's right here. Let me see. It is the Rosalina. I had it wrong. It's a Rosalina dress. It's by the Mohole. It's a super easy pattern to follow. Very simple. I've made a couple of her dresses and my little girl loves them. And she's actually been waiting very patiently for this. And this is made out of some cheap yarn from Walmart. I believe it's Bernat Softy Baby. I've had it for years. It's just been sitting on a shelf forever. But that's it. And it's super sweet and cute. And she's excited to wear it. So I did finish that one. I did finish another project I have not shown. It's actually a sewing project. Now, I actually started this sewing project in 2024. You see? 2024. The only thing left I had to do was sew these two buttons on. And like I said, I hate sewing buttons on. So it's literally sat in there for a year waiting on buttons. And I don't remember, whose pattern it was. It was a pattern that I got through the subscription company called Indie Stitch. It was one of their patterns they did for the month. But I actually finished that, so now I can go in my closet. I can actually wear it now. So that's three things I actually got finished. Now the fourth thing was the V-neck mesh sweater by MJ the Hook Design or something like that. And I was so close. Let me tell you, I was so close. Alright, that was loud. I got no finisher. The whole thing. Crocheted. The whole thing. Oh, this one you're right. There you go. The sleeve, I was halfway done with that cuff. I only had to do this cuff and seam the sides and the sleeves and wash and mock it, and it would have been done. So I feel like if I wasn't sick yesterday and Saturday, it would have been done. Not yesterday and Saturday. I didn't work on this yesterday and Saturday. Friday. I got sick Friday. And I was sick all day Saturday. So that's what happened. So if that didn't happen, I would have had it finished. So I was so close. So this week, I'm going to do something a little different. I'm just gonna finish this week. Get it done, completely done. But then that's only gonna be the only crochet project I do. I am gonna frog this more than likely and start a sweater for her. But what I'm gonna do is 2 weeks this time. So I'm gonna finish the V-neck mesh top. I'm gonna frog this. I probably won't start it. I may start it within the next 2 weeks. We'll see. But I have another project I'm gonna do first, and that is this ugliness. This yarn, my little girl needs another blanket for one of her babies. And this has been sitting in there. I got it off clearance for $2 from Walmart. And I don't do yellow. I don't do mustard yellow, oranges. I don't do it. My little girl don't care. But it's that burlap. That was poor. Burlap blanket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take both of these. I'm going to do a knitted. I'm going to knit it in garter stitch. I'm probably not going to use a pattern. Just a simple garter stitch corner to corner. And make her a baby blanket. So it don't have to be real big. I keep hearing things. Anyway, so I'm gonna make a corner to corner blanket for her out of these two, and it gets it out of my shelf because it's ugly. I don't like it. Oops. And you just fell. Struggle, so real. And then the only other thing I'm planning on doing in the next 2 weeks is one of these. I'm not sure which one. I'm going to spin up into, well, try to spin it into a fingering weight yarn to make socks out of it. This is some fiber I've had for a while. It actually came in a Paradise Fibers box. So we will see if I can get that done in the next week or two. I keep hearing things. But yeah, so what I'm gonna try to have done within the next 2 weeks is gonna be that mesh top, which I should have that done tomorrow. Her baby's blanket. One of these, I'm thinking the brown. I'm leaning towards the brown. So one of these spun into a 3-ply. I'm gonna do a 3-ply for a sock weight yarn, and have this frogged. I'm gonna have that frogged, and then her blanket. Does that sound like a lot for 2 weeks? No, it really don't, because it's one spinning project, one frog, and one big one for 2 weeks. So yeah. And if I just happen to have that done, then I probably will go ahead and start the little baby sweater for her. So we'll see. We'll see what happens in 2 weeks. We'll see. Do y'all think I can do it this time? I feel like 2 weeks is a long time. Do I have any appointments this week? I do. I've got an appointment Friday. We'll see. Wish me luck. Bye.